When that jolt hits, usually sometime between midnight and 4 a.m., it's not just a muscle twitch. It's a sudden, agonizing, deep-in-the-bone contraction that clamps down on your calf or foot, waking you from a dead sleep and forcing you to jump out of bed. It's a painful, cruel wake-up call that steals your rest and leaves you exhausted the next day. I call them the midnight misery spasms. If you're over the age of 50, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you thought it was just part of getting older. Maybe you've tried everything, stretching, hot baths, even rubbing balms on your legs, only for the cramps to come back, night after night, holding your sleep hostage. But what if I told you there is one simple, all-natural drink you can prepare in under 60 seconds and sip right before you lay down? That could dramatically reduce the frequency and intensity of those horrible nighttime interruptions. This isn't a complex medical treatment or a prescription drug. It's a surprising, easy solution you might already have in your pantry. We're going to uncover the hidden mechanism that causes these spasms, and it's likely not what your doctor first suggested. It involves something your body is desperately missing, especially as we age. Stay with me, because the third component of this simple nighttime elixir is the shocking one. It's the ingredient that ties all the pieces together and flips the switch on muscle relaxation. You might think stretching is enough. It's not. You might think just drinking water is the answer. It's not the full story. The combination of these three simple elements is the key to finally getting the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. Imagine waking up rested every single morning with no memory of that agonizing midnight jolt. That's the promise of what we're about to explore. I want you to think for a moment about your best night of sleep in the past year. How did you feel the next day? Energized, focused, joyful. That feeling is what we're aiming for. Too many people resign themselves to poor sleep, accepting these leg cramps as inevitable, but they aren't. We are going to change your nighttime routine forever. I'm here to simplify the complex world of natural health, giving you clear, actionable steps that respect your body's wisdom. I have seen the profound difference that targeted nutritional adjustments can make, especially for the challenges that appear in our later decades, like these unpredictable, severe leg cramps. I know the frustration. When you finally drift off, only to be yanked back to reality by a Charlie horse so fierce it leaves your muscle tender for hours. It's exhausting, demoralizing, and dangerous, especially if you're stumbling around in the dark. That pain is your body sending you a clear, if aggressive signal. It's telling you it needs balance. What we'll cover today is more than just a drink recipe. We are going to explore the 6 critical reasons your muscles are locking up at night, and then we will show you the exact blueprint for reversing this process. You will learn the 3 essential nutrients you lose as you age that directly trigger these cramps. You will also discover the simple daily habits that, when combined with this nightly drink, create a bulletproof defense against nighttime spasms. By the end of this video, you will have a complete, easy-to-follow plan to reclaim your restful nights. The silent culprit, electrolyte imbalance. Let's start with the fundamental cause. We hear about hydration all the time, but the real issue is not just water. It's the balance of tiny charged particles in your body called electrolytes. Think of your muscles not as simple ropes, but as complex electrical systems. They require a steady flow of signals to know when to tighten and, crucially, when to relax. When you are low on certain key minerals, that electrical system short-circuits and the signal to relax gets missed. That is the cramp. This problem is especially pronounced in seniors because our ability to absorb these minerals from our food decreases with age, and many common medications can silently flush them out of our system. It's a double whammy that most people overlook. This is why just drinking plain water often doesn't help. It might even dilute the small amount of electrolytes you still have. The key is replacement and proper absorption. Which brings us to the core of our nighttime solution. The drink we are preparing is a highly bioavailable delivery system for the three essential minerals your muscles need to stay calm and loose through the night. The three pillars of muscle. Calm. We are going to break down the three ingredients that make up the powerful nighttime drink. Each one plays a distinct, vital role in ending those cramps. Pillar 1. The calming mineral. The first essential piece of the puzzle is the mineral that nature uses to calm the nervous system. It is responsible for over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, and its most famous job is muscle relaxation. When you are deficient in this mineral, your muscles stay tense, coiled, and ready to spasm. It's like they're stuck in the on position. For seniors, this deficiency is endemic. Chronic stress, poor diet, and even the simple process of aging means that by 60, many people are running on fumes of this mineral. Taking it in pill form can sometimes be difficult to absorb and can cause digestive upset. The drink we're making uses a liquid or powdered, easily dissolving form of this mineral. A micro example. One study showed that people who supplemented this mineral experienced a nearly 50% reduction in the frequency of their nocturnal cramps within 2 weeks. It's a fundamental requirement, not a bonus supplement. This mineral is the anchor that stabilizes your muscle fibers. But here's where it gets surprising. Taking this mineral alone is often not enough. You need the next 2 ingredients to make sure it actually gets to the muscle cell where the relaxation is needed. Without the second pillar, a lot of the first pillar can be wasted. Pillar 2, the energy and absorption driver. The second ingredient is not a mineral, but an ancient, natural energy source. Think of it as the delivery truck for the first mineral. This simple substance dramatically increases the bioavailability of the calming mineral, meaning your body can actually use it efficiently. It also plays a direct role in muscle function by helping to generate the basic energy unit within your cells. When your muscle runs out of fuel, it can sometimes seize up. This ingredient ensures your cells have the reserves they need to keep functioning smoothly, flexing and relaxing correctly. The specific form we are using is widely available in any grocery store, yet most people only associate it with cooking or salad dressing. Its mild acidity is actually key. When consumed before bed, it helps your body maintain a healthy internal environment, creating the perfect conditions for muscle recovery while you sleep. A simple tablespoon of this, mixed with the calming mineral, suddenly turns the first pillar into a superstar performer. But we are still missing the crucial third piece. The first 2 target the muscle cell directly, but the third ingredient addresses the underlying fluid balance that, if ignored, can sabotage all your efforts. Pillar 3, the electrolyte balancer and shocking ingredient. This is the controversial but incredibly effective part of the solution. It's the ingredient that people often push back on, thinking it's counterintuitive, but it's the missing link for fluid and electrolyte balance, especially if you sweat a lot during the day or take diuretics. This ingredient supplies a small but potent dose of 2 other crucial electrolytes, sodium and potassium. We have been so conditioned to fear sodium that we often create a critical deficiency of it, particularly if we are active or drink a lot of water. A sudden drop in the right balance of sodium and potassium can be a direct trigger for muscle cramps. The body is always seeking equilibrium. The shocking ingredient is a small amount of high-quality sea salt. Not table salt, which is stripped of natural minerals, but a complete, unrefined sea salt that contains trace minerals essential for nerve signaling. A tiny pinch, just a quarter of a teaspoon, in your bedtime drink does 2 things. It helps your body hold on to the fluids that carry the calming mineral, and it provides the necessary signal for proper nerve conduction. You might think this is too simple, but the simplicity is its genius. It's not about consuming huge amounts of salt, which is what concerns doctors. It's about consuming a critical balance of electrolytes at the moment your body is most vulnerable to cramps, during the metabolic quietness of deep sleep. This final piece of the puzzle locks in the benefits of the other two ingredients, ensuring stable muscle function until morning. The nighttime leg cramp elixir recipe. So let's put it all together. Here is the exact formula for the drink you should consume 30 to 60 minutes before you climb into bed. The calming mineral, magnesium. Start with a high-quality magnesium powder or liquid. Look for easily absorbed types like glycinate or citrate. Use the recommended dose on the package, usually around 300 to 400 milligrams. Dissolve this fully in about 6 to 8 ounces of warm water. Warm is better than cold, as it helps with quick absorption. The absorption driver, apple cider vinegar. Add 1 tablespoon of organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This is where the delivery system really kicks in. The slight acidity prepares your stomach to absorb the calming mineral and also contains its own trace minerals. The electrolyte balancer, sea salt. Add a small pinch, approximately 1/4 of a teaspoon, of unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. This provides the essential sodium and potassium balance to stop the muscle firing unexpectedly. Stir thoroughly. The flavor is slightly tangy and salty, but completely palatable, and the benefits far outweigh the taste. Sip this slowly, treating it as a relaxing therapeutic ritual. Remember, you might think this is enough, but it's not. There are silent daily habits that are sabotaging your nighttime peace. Before we give you the full 90-day blueprint, we need to address those subtle, daily enemies of muscle relaxation. Daily habits. Sabotaging your sleep. We've covered the nightly fix. Now let's look at 2 crucial daily habits that could be undermining your efforts. Sabotage. Habit 1. Incorrect daytime hydration. Many people drink a lot of water but do it all at once, or they drink mostly purified, distilled, or reverse osmosis water. While these are clean, they are devoid of minerals. They act like sponges, pulling out the existing precious electrolytes from your system. If you drink 3 large glasses of plain water between lunch and dinner, you are essentially washing away the minerals needed for tonight's muscle function. The fix is simple. Drink water consistently throughout the day, and for at least 2 of those glasses, add a small squeeze of lemon and a tiny pinch of sea salt to ensure you are replacing minerals, not just flushing them out. Sabotage. Habit 2. The afternoon caffeine trap. We all enjoy a cup of coffee or tea, but too much caffeine, especially after 2 p.m., is a powerful muscle stimulant and diuretic. It increases nerve excitability and encourages your body to release water, and with it, those crucial electrolytes. If you are having severe cramps, cutting back on caffeine entirely or stopping all intake after noon can make a significant difference. It reduces the overall excitability of your nervous system, allowing your muscles to truly relax in the evening. These 2 small changes, when combined with your new nightly drink, create a powerful synergistic effect. But before we get to the final 90-day plan, let's dispel 3 persistent myths about leg cramps that keep people focused on the wrong solutions. Myth Buster section. 3 common misconceptions. People try countless ineffective remedies because they are operating on old or incorrect information. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstandings. Myth 1. Leg cramps are caused by lactic acid buildup. For decades, people believed that the pain of a night cramp was due to lactic acid that built up during the day's activity. The truth? Lactic acid clears from your muscles within an hour or 2 of stopping exercise. Night cramps happen hours later and are primarily a neurological electrolyte-driven issue. It's a nerve misfiring, not a toxin buildup. Focusing on stretching to clear this non-existent acid is only a minor solution. The real focus must be on mineral balance, which is why our drink is so powerful. Myth 2. Eating a banana. Every day cures cramps. Bananas are a decent source of potassium, but they are relatively low in the crucial calming mineral we discussed first. You would have to eat an enormous number of bananas to get a therapeutic dose of both potassium and the calming mineral. Plus, if you have blood sugar concerns, relying on fruit is not the best strategy. The nighttime elixir is a far more efficient, concentrated, and targeted way to deliver the necessary electrolytes directly to your system when they need it most. Myth 3. The best cure is vigorously massaging the cramp. When the cramp hits, the instinct is to rub it intensely. While this can sometimes feel temporarily relieving, the most effective action is immediate, gentle stretching. The muscle is contracted and angry. Aggressive massaging can sometimes increase the trauma to the already tightly bound muscle fibers. The correct method is to immediately stand up and bear weight on the leg, or gently pull your toes toward your nose while keeping your knee straight. This forces the muscle to lengthen and release the painful contraction. Focus on the stretch, not the rub. Understanding these myths redirects your energy toward the proven solutions, the right mineral balance, and a gentle, stretching routine. Your 90-day implementation blueprint. Now you have the knowledge and the recipe. This is the practical, step-by-step action plan to turn this information into a habit and finally achieve cramp-free nights. Keep these steps simple. Phase 1. The first 15 days. The rebalancing act. The drink. Consume the nighttime leg cramp elixir, calming mineral, absorption driver, electrolyte balancer, exactly 45 minutes before bed, every single night. Consistency is non-negotiable. The hydration fix: begin adding a pinch of sea salt and a tiny squeeze of lemon to 2 of your main drinking glasses of water during the day. This initiates the rebalancing of your internal fluid levels. Expectation: you should notice a reduction in the intensity of the cramps, and perhaps a reduction in frequency by the end of 2 weeks. If a cramp hits, immediately perform the gentle toe-to-nose stretch. Phase 2. Days 16 to 60. The foundation building. The routine. Maintain the nightly drink routine. This has now become your standard practice. The pre-bed stretch. Add a simple 5-minute pre-bed stretching routine focusing on your calves and hamstrings. Hold each stretch gently for 30 seconds. This physically prepares the muscle for sleep. Do this after your drink. Expectation: frequency should drop significantly, possibly to 0. Your sleep quality will improve, and you should wake up feeling more refreshed and less fatigued from broken sleep. If you experience a cramp now, it will be noticeably milder and resolve quicker. Phase 3. Days 61 to 90. The maintenance and mastery. The adjustment. If your cramps have completely vanished, you can try reducing the calming mineral dose in the drink slightly, but keep the absorption driver and electrolyte balancer consistent. It's all about finding your personal maintenance dose. The long view. Focus on making the daily habits permanent. This is not a short-term fix. It's a lifelong commitment to better muscle and nerve health. Expectation: you have mastered your nighttime routine. Cramps are rare, perhaps occurring only after an exceptionally hard day of physical activity or during high-stress periods. You have achieved reliable, deep, restful sleep. The goal here isn't just to stop the cramps. The goal is to restore your sense of peace and security in your own body, ensuring that your nighttime is reserved for true rest, not agonizing battles with seizing muscles. Imagine 90 days from now. You have just woken up naturally before your alarm. There is no soreness, no lingering fatigue, and you don't even remember lying down because your sleep was so deep and restorative. Your legs feel light, rested, and ready to carry you through the day. This simple drink is your key to unlocking that future. It's proof that often the most complex problems have the most elegantly simple, all-natural solutions. Don't let these painful, exhausting interruptions rob you of your health and joy any longer. Take control tonight. If this information resonated with you, if you are tired of the midnight misery spasms, please take a moment to like this video. It helps this vital information reach others who are suffering just like you. And I want to know, tell me your age in the comments below. We are building a community of people who are taking control of their health in their senior years. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next deep dive into a simple health solution for a better life. And click on the video on your screen now to discover another easy, natural trick to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer.